All right, so let's finally review all the changes we have been making. Don't know more about this one. This is just the configs that I have for my linting. Then it seems like all I added here were formatting up here on the scripts. It looks the same to me. We fixed this, not having the pic monitor as a dependency, and we also added NeDB as our database solution for the remotes. Okay, so I'll keep that. Okay, then this gets updated automatically. We also modified webpack.config.js to enable NeDB to run on the node side instead of only the browser. And I think that was it. We changed only one line there. Great. We created our actions and we used for that NeDB data store. So these are the changes we've been making to have the database work for us. We got rid of the initial data that we load to the store itself, and the way we are filling in the remotes list is now via the onload kind of event, the method that is called whenever the database is being initialized. So here's where we initialize that remotes list array for that store, the Vuex store. And here are the actions we added. We created a store remote action, as well as a remove remote one. The store remote action will be, I guess, smart enough to realize whether we're creating a new remote or updating one. So we also added that logic there. And what else? We fixed an issue where the reactivity system for Vue was not picking up the fact that we were updating the remotes list with a new remote, or sorry, with the changes for a particular remote. So we are following the documentation and updating that array with the technique that will in fact trigger the reactivity and have our component update with the new data. And finally, we removed this ID, which is not being used anymore since the database will fill in this field for us. So we're good there. Great. Moving on. We updated the places where we are directly committing mutations, and we are now dispatching actions instead. So I think this is the only change we made here. When we want to remove a remote, we don't only commit the action, and so we actually trigger the database removal for that particular remote. Okay. And so same thing, when we want to save, we don't just commit the remote to the Vuex store, but we rather dispatch the action with the remote we want to save. And we added that logic. So I think we're good to go. We can commit these changes now. Awesome.